This conference will now be recorded.
I saw like the about 3 days before we was talking about, and they came down. It was about 3 days. And it was all okay. You don't mind I wanted to look earlier, but I never bought enough. Like I had to go 2 or 3 times buying enough lights. You can buy it if you have to appeal or sympathetic interest. Yeah. Here we go.
I now call this meeting of the City Council to order. First on our agenda is our prayer by.
Would you stand as able and join me in our invocation this evening? Dear Lord and Father of us all, we come to you this evening to ask your guidance as the City Council of Sedalia, mayor, administrators, ward members, and staff meet to hear about, question, discuss, and make decisions for the betterment of this community and its citizens. We ask your protection for all of our first responders here in the city, in the county, state, everywhere, who work 24/7 to serve and protect us, often at their own peril. We are grateful for the United States of America, our constitutional republic, for which so many thousands have fought and died, to create and preserve now for nearly 250 years. Please bless and protect all of our military and civilians serving our great country today, here and throughout the world. Bring them home safely. And as we leave tonight, please bless and protect us and our loved ones. Keep us from harm until we meet again. And all this is prayed in the name of our risen Savior, Jesus Christ. Amen.
Amen. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Robinson.
Yes.
Oldham.
Here.
Marshall.
Here.
Bogus.
Here.
Hiller.
Yes.
Cross.
Here.
Foster.
Here.
Bliss.
Here.
Thank you. We have no one here for our service award tonight, and we have no special awards or retirements for tonight, so we need approval for our previous session.
Motion approved the council meeting minutes for January 21st, 2025. Second.
Motion approved and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
And I'll do a motion to approve the special council meeting minutes for January 27th, 2025.
Thank you. Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you. There's no special boards or commission or committee reports, so we'll do the roll call now of our standing committees. First one up, Finance Administration, and Vice Chairman Thomas Oldham.
Thank you very much. We only have one item tonight, and it's a presenter. And so we have John Simmons presenting the Scott Joplin International Roundtime Foundation presentation. John? Did you find the place okay? You've been out for a couple months.
Nice to see you all again. Good evening. I brought with me Shelley Round, our festival director and foundation director, and so we're going to kind of split it up this year. I'm going to let her tell you what the festival does for us every year, and I'll give you that quick, brief overview of what consists of the Scott Joplin International Ragtime Foundation. So our board members, I'm present. We also have Doug Freed, Dr. Imhauser, Catherine Menifee, Nancy Moss, Chris Robinson, Anthony Wilson, Bob Walters, Evelyn Porter, all of Sedalia, as well as Scott Miller. Kathleen Boswell is with us tonight, and she's brought a special guest that I'll have Shelley introduce. Kyle Herrick, Deb Bierman. Bill Edwards is our symposia director, and actually that's changing this year, I believe. Adam's taking on that role, but you'll meet him in a moment. Bill McNally is our Ragtime Kids director. That is a program to look for new youth that are interested in Scott Joplin's legacy, whether that's through history or through piano playing itself. And then Ethan Limewong from St. Louis is one of our entertainers that has joined the board recently. Our mission is to preserve and promote an understanding and appreciation of ragtime music and its history worldwide, and to promote Scott Joplin's contribution to ragtime history and the importance of Sedalia, Missouri. To that purpose, we produced the annual Ragtime Festival, 67 plus years of the festival, concerts have celebrated Scott Joplin and his music, and it's not only known worldwide, but we think we came onto something this past year with our performers. We had a large number of performers last year. We thought we're going to try something bold for the 50th anniversary of the actual festival. What that brought were more visitors to the festival. So we think that might be a key to bringing more people to Sedalia during the festival. And it's caused by people have their favorite performers, and when we group more of them together, more people go, oh, I need to go to Sedalia this year. So our objectives are to manage the business according to generally accepted guidelines for not-for-profits. Our current practices are implemented with accountability. We assembled a strong core of voluntary leadership, as you've seen, representing the local community and the ragtime community, and we're dedicated to this mission, and we understand that big picture. Volunteer leaders fulfill assigned liaison positions working under approved guidelines and provided a thorough position description and training in their responsibilities. Each one of those board members that you see on that list has a specific duty, and without that person doing that duty during the festival or during the year, it kind of falls apart. So we're a really dedicated bunch. I'm going to let Shelley go over the highlights from this year.
All right. 2024, our festival was 4 days long. Started on Wednesday evening and ended on Saturday evening. We had 52 musicians, 2 open-air venues, which is the Pavilion and the Stark Tent right outside the courthouse, 5 new pianos that were purchased 2 years ago. We held a dinner concert, actually 2 dinner concerts at the No. 5 Bistro, which was a fantastic venue for our festival. The Katy Depot was the free venue, and that one is indoor. We like that. Some people don't tolerate the heat well or just need to get inside, and that's a really nice venue for that. 7 concerts at the Liberty Center, 9 symposiums, lots of interaction with musicians. Some of the musicians really like to come to Sedalia because that gives them an opportunity to interact with each other as well as with their fans. And then the Ragtime Reunion, we did that on Wednesday evening at the Pavilion. That's kind of just when everybody's arriving in town on Wednesday. We had the reunion, and then we also did this last year for the first time. We did a movie showing at the Liberty Center of the Sting, because the Sting was also having its 50th anniversary, so that kind of tied into our 50th anniversary. The impact on Sedalia, we're the longest standing ragtime festival among all others celebrated in the United States. It's a big deal. It's to anybody in the ragtime world. Everybody knows about Sedalia, and that's kind of a neat thing, I think. We attracted people from 40 states and 5 foreign countries this year. Several of our performers were international performers this year. We sold 1,243 concert tickets, which was a 31% increase over last year. We had hotels full. I had many calls from people who were looking for alternate accommodations because every hotel they called was full, which is wonderful news. Daytime tourism expenditures were estimated at $27,310, and then the event revenue is $68,738. The total direct economic impact, $358,848 for a 4-day event. What's his name? Clement.
Okay.
We have the gentleman pictured here, Clement. He is from France, and he's actually working on a thesis, I believe, for a degree that he's doing. So he found us by way of that, and he was so enamored. Kathleen Boswell actually spent a lot of time with him when he was here, and he was so enamored with Sedalia and the festival that he is coming back this year for the festival too. So he's telling everybody about us in France, which is kind of cool.
Hopefully bring some of that with us.
Yes. 2025 festival, we are in the midst of planning that right now. We have 33 performers scheduled and committed to come. Increased performances and a variety of performances has meant an increase in attendance, and we are really hoping to build on what we set up last year and have more people this year even. We're moving our parade from Wednesday night to Saturday morning, and that's just kind of a test. Some people weren't here yet on Wednesday, and they were disappointed that they missed it. So we're hoping by having it on Saturday morning that everybody who's coming for the festival will be here and be able to attend. The trolley tour was really popular last year. That was the first year we had done that. We found a trolley company in Jefferson City. So they have agreed that they will do service work again this year, so we're going to do that. And Dr. Becky Imhauser is the docent on our trolley, so she leads that, and she just is a wealth of information. So people really had a good time with that last year. The trolley only holds, I think, 28 or 29 people, so it's small groups. So we're going to do 5 tours with that this year. Jeanette Watts was new to the festival last year. She lives in Illinois, and she is kind of a neat lady. She is a historical fiction author, a vintage dance teacher. She is a costume designer. If any of you saw her, she was in full ragtime get-up the whole festival, and she just has enough energy to empower Sedalia. So she was really a good, enthusiastic person, and she taught dance lessons and hosted a dance last year, and she's going to do that again this year. Joshua Rifkin is on our guest list this year. He was hoping to come last year, but he was overseas. This year he will be here in person, and he was instrumental in the movie The Sting, and the Ragtime Revival in the 1970s. So he is a major player in the ragtime era, so we're excited to have him. A couple of groups that we have are some of the most popular groups in the ragtime realm right now, the Ragabonds and the Love Struck Balladeers. They will all be here, and they are both involving people who are long-term players and supporters of our festival, so we're excited for that. And then social media expansion and targeted advertising, we have been really trying to figure that out, I guess, how to connect with new people. We started doing some advertising on Spotify and some targeted Facebook advertising and things like that so that we can connect with people who are looking at things like we're doing. So we had some connections with that last year. Adam Swanson, who is here this week as our artist in residence, he plays concerts on the internet on a weekly basis, and we had a huge group of his fans come to our festival just kind of following him, which is kind of neat too. So we're connecting with audiences in different ways, not just newspaper ads and things like that, like historically. Sure.
So in the past, and what we're asking for this year, kind of want to remind you, back in 2022, we brought the festival back after 2 years off because of the COVID. And you provided support of $10,000 in 2023 and 24. So we did not have those expenditures from the city in 21 and 20. We think that increase in performers gives us an increase in attendees to the festival. And that support that you all designate for June, for the June expenditure, sponsors all of our free venues, performer fees, infrastructure, equipment, et cetera, for the local and the general public enjoyment. Staff with the city assists with venue construction and putting up the stages. Public Works does the cleanup and trash removal prior to and during the event, and then the city uses its website to recognize the event and push it out to its followers also. The business community contributes $10,000 plus in product, services, and sponsorships. I've challenged the board this year to increase the sponsorship levels to, I think we said $5,000 more dollars brought in by corporate sponsorship. We need to get those more performers. To get more performers, we need to bring in more revenue. The Missouri Arts Council provides an annual grant of $15,000. What was it this year? $25,000.
They increased theirs. The maximum that they were offering is $30,000, and next year it's going to be $40,000. So we are still pursuing those funds. Hopefully we'll get an increase in those.
And then we also get additional support from our service clubs like Rotary. What we're asking this year is a $2,000 increase from the city. It's been at the $10,000 level since at least 2000. We really think we've honed in on how to bring more people to this festival and get more activities. So we're asking you for that in your discussions and decisions during the budgeting process. Our vision for the future is to continue to build attendee numbers, continue to utilize the Fresnel Pavilion, have that YouTube presence. What I'd also like to do is have Kathleen come up and introduce Adam. Adam is our artist in residence for this year's school system, so I'll let Kathleen talk about that just a moment.
Good evening. So this is the 18th year, I believe, that we've brought in one of the performers as artist in residence, and we try to bring them in February to tie into Black History Month and to tell the kids how important Sedalia is in the music world and how people know it far and wide. And so this year, we have Adam Swanson, and he asked if it was okay if he didn't come dressed up. But I'm going to hand you your card so you can see how he usually works performing. And he goes to the elementaries, the middle school, Sacred Heart, Dresden, and we're also this year, because I don't want him to have any downtime and get bored, we're going to 2 of the nursing homes and do performances there. So we just really try to get him out and let him see another part of Sedalia that he wouldn't get to see during the festival, because they're so focused on being with each other and the fans in the downtown. He's even going to help me fix the meal Thursday night for Community Cafe. So anyway, working like a rented mule.
And you'll see him at the community center.
Oh, good. Yes. And our big thing is, for the public, he's going to do a concert, silent movie on Thursday evening at the Katy Depot at 7 o'clock, and the information's on the back of those cards that we handed out.
Now, wait a minute, you said the community center.
Well, he's going to use the community center while he's here.
Oh, yeah, we're not having to have that. No.
So silent movies at the Katy Depot?
Yes, the concert and silent movie.
Yes. Yeah.
So we hooked him out of the community center so he can work out while he's here.
Like he thinks he's going to have fun. Anyway, we're just thrilled to have him here. And how old were you the first year you came?
12. I've been coming to Sedalia 20 years now.
Oh, yeah.
First
So, yeah. As we drove into town last night, he goes, "Oh, yeah, now I know where I am." So, yeah, he's been here enough years, but there's still parts of Sedalia that he hasn't seen, and so we're trying to really get him out and about this week. Oh, and Night to Shine, the special needs prom thing that First Methodist Church is doing. I've even
I'm doing this too.
I've done it, I never seen that Friday night. So, thank you.
I think that's it for Shelley and I tonight. Do you have any questions of the foundation or activities?
I have a quick question, please. I had a couple of ladies ask if they were going to do the fashion show with the judging. I know.
It will be right before the parade, so that you
Okay.
can get out of the...
I guess they missed it last year, and
9 o'clock, Liberty Center.
perfect.
They need to be there,
Thank
right?
you so much. They were very excited.
Good.
Perfect.
We need those people.
You said we were still building back from pre-pandemic numbers.
Yeah.
How much down do you think we still are from those numbers?
Oh, I think we're back to normal.
We are, okay.
Yeah. Or has surpassed normal. Yeah.
Good.
So we want to get it bigger. What we're also exploring is, you know, it was always a purist ragtime festival. If you didn't play Scott Joplin, you weren't coming. If you veered off into boogie woogie, or you were scolded. So we find that if we can open that audience, broaden that audience a little bit, still expose them to the ragtime, but let the entertainers show them what else they can do. They get their people following them, and they'll come to Sedalia knowing it's not just going to be ragtime. So, thank you all.
John,
Yes.
last year, you all called us like a week before the
Yes.
parade for old cars,
Mhm.
the car club. Well, what I'm going to do right now is invite you to come down to the Dare Show, walk around, and any of the guys that got any cars that will fit into your parade, tell them what you're doing, invite them then to come back and for your festival.
We'll come to the Dare Car Show. I know Jerusha, who puts this together, she came last year to the Dare Car Show, but we will definitely come and talk to you folks.
Because I know there's 4 or 5 that usually come from Boonville and that area. They would probably come back and do that.
Okay, well, at the Dare Show, we'll make a special card for them.
Yeah.
We'll do a handout for them, so when we're talking to them, we can do that. The other thing is, want to invite city council to the parade, be in the parade. The trolley's going to be in the parade, so you don't have to do anything but show up and get in the trolley. 7th in Ohio, 10 o'clock, Saturday. Thank you all.
Thank you, John. And that's all we have for finance and administration.
Well, thank you, Vice Chair. Now we will move on to Public Works, Chairman Hiller.
Okay, I got 2 items tonight. The city has received a change order number 1, the final change order for the storm drainage improvement project area 13, covering the approximate area from 9th and Hancock to 12th and Montgomery. The project faced multiple challenges requiring close monitoring by the city staff to ensure compliance and performance. Following the staff review and assessment of the performance issues, the change order includes a deduction of $24,334.68. This adjustment accounts for finalized unit qualities and liquidated damages applied due to the contractor's inability to complete the work within the agreed time frame. So we need an ordinance for that.
Sir, I'll call for the reading of the ordinance.
Bill number 2025-22, an ordinance authorizing change order number 1 for storm drainage improvements project area number 13.
Second reading?
Second.
Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We call for the second reading.
Bill number 2025-22, an ordinance authorizing change order number 1 for storm drainage improvements project area number 13.
Final passage.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Foster,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Oldham,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Bogus,
Yes.
Hiller,
Yes.
Cross.
Yes.
All in favor.
Following a presentation by Jake Lord from the Missouri Department of Conservation on potential improvements to the Spring Fork Lake property, the City Council provided direction for staff to proceed. As a result, staff collaborated with the MDC to reach an agreement on the project's scope and objectives. This partnership focused on restoring and maintaining the lake's prairie and grassland ecosystem, with MDC leading ecological restoration efforts such as invasive species control and prescribed burns. Moving forward, the city staff will continue working with MDC to develop a plan for timber harvesting if deemed feasible. Additionally, MDC and the city will implement a detailed management plan with annual progress reports to ensure long-term sustainability. The collaboration aims to preserve Spring Fork Lake as a natural and recreational resource for future generations. We recommend acceptance of this agreement, so we need an ordinance on that.
We call for the reading of the ordinance.
Bill number 2025-23, an ordinance authorizing a cooperative agreement for the management of Spring Fork Lake property.
Second reading.
Second.
I have a comment, or discussion before we go on. I just want to add this. I want to make sure it's not just a timber harvest, that we have a 5-year timber management plan in place with this. I think probably that's what MDC is doing. But it's important that we put together a typical, they'll know, if we don't have that, we need a forest management plan, not just timber harvest.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Call for the second reading.
Bill number 2025-23, an ordinance authorizing a cooperative agreement for the management of Spring Fork Lake property.
Final passage.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Bliss,
Yes.
Robinson,
Yes.
Oldham,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
Bogus,
Yes.
Hiller,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Foster.
Yes.
All in favor.
That's all I had, ma'am.
Thank you, Councilman Hiller. On to public safety, Chairman Robinson.
We have 2 items. One is the budget amendment and a quote acceptance
on a police vehicle bid. We have one police car totaled on the way to an emergency. The insurance company paid $40,671.some. We have a bid for a new vehicle that's $44,657, so it's about $4,000. That was, I think, a really ambitious insurance company check, so that's good news.
Thank you. So we have a resolution and an ordinance for this item, so call for the reading of the resolution.
Resolution 2126, a resolution of the City Council of the City of Sedalia, Missouri, stating facts and reasons for the necessity to amend and increase the city's annual budget for fiscal year 2025.
Motion to approve.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? We'll now call for the reading of the ordinance.
Bill number 2025-24, an ordinance amending the budget for the fiscal year 2024-2025 regarding police vehicle purchase.
Second reading.
Second.
Any discussion?
I just want to say that this is a local dealership that put the bid in, and so the money is staying here local.
Thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Call for the second reading.
Bill number 2025-24, an ordinance amending the budget for the fiscal year 2024-2025 regarding police vehicle purchase.
Final passage.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Robinson?
Yes.
Oldham?
Yes.
Marshall?
Yes.
August?
Yes.
Hiller?
Yes.
Cross?
Yes.
Foster?
Yes.
Bliss?
Yes.
All in favor?
Our second item is we need
Oh.
a resolution.
We have one more ordinance related to that.
There's another ordinance for that, so we call for the reading of the second ordinance.
Bill number 2025-25, an ordinance approving and accepting a quote for the purchase of a vehicle for the police department.
Second reading. Second.
Any discussion? Motion to approve? Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Call for the second reading of the second.
Bill number 2025-25, an ordinance approving and accepting a quote for the purchase of a vehicle for the police department.
Final passage.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call?
Oldham,
Yes.
Marshall,
Yes.
August,
Yes.
Hiller,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Robinson.
Yes.
All in favor?
Our second item is we need a resolution to demonstrate the city of Sedalia's commitment to public safety and crime reduction. Would you like to address that, Chief? Explain it better?
Good evening, Council. Right after Governor Kehoe was in office, he passed or signed an executive order for a program called the Blue Shield Program, which is designed to bolster law enforcement throughout communities in Missouri. And there's not a lot of information on the program yet. However, what it appears is Governor Kehoe is looking for agencies that adhere to certain values and methodologies that he seems or deems valuable for those organizations to do. On reading those, it appears that we're doing all of those with the exception of one of the criteria is a resolution to demonstrate a community's commitment to public safety and crime reduction. So I'm asking that the City Council review that and vote on that tonight. And once we have that, then we should be eligible to apply for this program, which Governor Kehoe has budgeted $10 million towards agencies that are in the Blue Shield program.
Any questions for Chief? Thank you. We'll call for the reading of the resolution.
Resolution 2127, a resolution to demonstrate the city of Sedalia's commitment to public safety and crime reduction.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? It passes.
That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Community Development, Chairwoman Foster.
Thank you, ma'am. I only have one item this evening, and it is vacating of an alley easement. During our review of a recent alley vacation process at 501 to 503 South Engineer, we realized that one adjacent property owner was unintentionally overlooked. To correct this, we're bringing this back to City Council to repeal the original approval and adoption, adopt a revised version that includes all affected property owners. This ensures the process is handled fairly and everyone impacted is accounted for. Bringing this back for correction reflects our commitment to fairness and proper procedure, ensuring all property owners are included in the decision. As discussed previously, IC Stars LLC requests to vacate the city-owned alley east of 501 through 503 South Engineer to support its multifamily housing renovation and meet off-street parking requirements. The C1 zone property is undergoing $100,000+ in renovations, including 16 parking spaces. The alley is unused for trash services and has no underground utilities. The project aligns with zoning regulations and the City of Sedalia Comprehensive Plan, and city staff recommends approval.
Let's call for the reading of the ordinance.
Bill number 2025-26, an ordinance repealing ordinance number 12203 and enacting a new ordinance vacating an alley east of property located at 501-503 South Engineer Avenue.
Second reading. Second.
Motion been approved in second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Call for the second reading.
Bill number 2025-26, an ordinance repealing ordinance number 12203 and enacting a new ordinance vacating an alley east of property located at 501-503 South Engineer Avenue.
Final passage.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call?
Marshall,
Yes.
Bogus,
Yes.
Hiller,
Yes.
Cross,
Yes.
Foster,
Yes.
Bliss,
Yes.
Robinson, Oldham.
Yes.
All in favor.
Thank you. We now move on to other business. We don't have any appointments tonight, so we have liquor license. Jason, you want to read the renewals?
We have 3 renewals tonight. Gloria Ayala doing business as Tacos de Galado at 813 Thompson Boulevard for liquor by the drink and Sunday sales. Gloria Ayala doing business as Don Jose at 735 West Main for liquor by the drink and Sunday sales. And Gloria Ayala doing business as L.S. Malone, 2400 South Limits, Suite J for liquor by the drink and Sunday sales.
Motion to approve in block.
Second?
Okay. All approved? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposition to this? Okay. Any miscellaneous items from the city council?
One, we've demonstrated our commitment to public safety, this council has, and I'm so proud that we have done that. So it's good that we're going to do this resolution. We won't call for a tariff tonight on the county. That's a joke. Shout out to President Trump. But, that is our primary responsibility, and this council's done that. That resulted in some disagreements. I think we've got those behind us now. And I hope that we can get this Hassett Road and Bridge tax situation defeated. We know that the county has withheld over $800,000 for money of regular tax money for these people in Sedalia, Pettis County residents of Sedalia. They went through a variety of different things. They put a check in a drawer. They then decided that they would not allocate any money to people who were in court with them. When that didn't work, they decided to create a grant process. But in fact, for 23 years, what I tried to get them to realize was the best thing to do was do what we did for 23 years, from 2000 until 2023. That's the best thing for the county, best thing for the city. So I really think now we defeat that sales tax. It's what the city should do, people inside the city limits. And then that won't hurt. The county will then have the opportunity, they still have road and bridge tax revenue until September, and then we can reframe that, give them a chance to then reframe that to go back to the point where the wording is not so vague, according to the judge, that they can allocate whatever they choose to allocate to any of these incorporated areas. It's not going to be good for any of the cities inside Pettis County with the current language. And I did my best for 2 months to convince them of that, but I couldn't put a tariff on them. I couldn't get it done. So we need to talk about that and encourage from this point forward to make sure the tell the truth, deliver the facts, and let those folks that are Pettis County residents inside the city limits of Sedalia who have not received that reimbursement, since 2023, let them, that's where the final word will come from the voters, and I think that's good. That's my comment.
Thank you. We're now down to the good and welfare of our meeting. During the good and welfare section of our meeting agenda, we invite residents of Sedalia to step forward and directly address the city council. Each participant is requested to clearly state their name, address, and have 3 minutes to present their statement. This session is specifically designed for residents to express their views or concerns. It is not intended for dialogue, debate, or questions and answers interactions with the council. All statements made during this time will be formally recorded in the public record, and we urge participants to please keep their remarks respectful and focused on the matters relevant to our community. Your contributions are a vital part of our continuous efforts to enrich and improve Sedalia, and we thank you for your adhering to these guidelines and helping us maintain the decorum of this important process. So at this time, we open the floor.
Hi, Debbie Covington, 2601 East 12th. In the community development meeting today, was it confirmed that the homes that were in front of the Board of Appeals in December are up for demolition the week of February 10th? Is that Mr. Cox?
That's not how that works.
No? Okay.
I'm sorry.
And again, for all the council, I asked for all the council committee meetings to be streamed online as the city council meetings are. And you all have the dialogue and you're making the decisions in the council committee meetings. It would be nice for people who work or who are unable to make it to be able to be in the know and to stream it at work or at home. Thank you.
Thank you. Anyone else?
What?
Anyone else?
My understanding that there's no closed-door session tonight, is that correct?
That is correct. We do not. So we have a motion and
To
second.
adjourn the meeting.
Second.
Motion been made and second to adjourn our meeting of the city council for tonight. All in favor?
Aye.
We need a roll call?
Okay. Nope, no roll call. We're good. Yeah.
We're gonna go to the speaker room. Oh, yeah, cool. Early in the morning.
It's a nice, yeah, it's a sharp back here.
She did it?
Yeah, no. My little one is a fast night. Fast night, you have to call down. I think so. Have a good night. Yeah, that would go.